Hey, so Diana's texting me while crying in the bathroom at work right now.
Huh? Really? What happened?
It seems like a few of her female coworkers have been making things pretty hard on her. They're acting like a bunch of mean girls. Even one of her higher-ups has been acting that way toward her. If she makes even the slightest mistake at work, she's berated in front of all her fellow coworkers.
Yikes. Honestly, I remember hearing about this from her, but she didn't tell me the full extent of it.
Yeah, so the people bothering her are pretty much all women, but the men notice what's happening but don't step in. They just pretend they don't see anything.
Hasn't she talked to anyone in the company about it?
She's too afraid to. The other higher-ups have no idea what's been happening, and she says she feels like she's close to a promotion. So she doesn't want to stir up any trouble. At any rate, it's really a shame she's so stressed out about this.
Yeah, she's been trying to plan out our wedding and everything.
It's supposed to be a happy time for you two, but she's stuck in the bathroom at work crying. The final straw was one of those mean girls losing her paperwork, forcing her to have to start it all over from scratch again. At any rate, she'll be coming home to my place straight after work. I just hope she can make it until the end of the day without any other incidents. The poor thing.
What for?
Well, it seems like she has a lot of stuff she wants to get off her chest. And as her sister, I just want to support her, you know? Don't worry, I'll be dropping her off at your place myself. I'll make sure to stay sober. I really only drink during holidays anyway.
No, you don't have to do that.
Huh? You sure? Don't you work long hours? I think you'll be way too exhausted.
No, it's fine. Your place isn't that far and I get out of work early today.
I suppose if you're sure about it, then I'll leave it up to you. Be sure you drive slow and safe when you do.
Sounds good to me, but yeah, even Diana's been telling me about a few of her troubles.
Yeah, she seems extremely overwhelmed with everything going on in her life right now.
Still, I never quite get the full picture since it's hard for us to have an in-depth conversation because we don't actually see each other that often.
Yeah, if I remember right, your working hours are pretty different.
Yeah, and I mean, it sucks, you know? We're supposed to be living together, so I want to know more about what's been bothering her. God, I really hate that I've been so swamped with this much work recently that I can't help with the wedding preparations at all. She's managing all that by herself.
It'd be helpful if you could lend a hand. But right now, her biggest stressors are those girls I was telling you about.
Figures. Honestly, when she first told me about them, I just told her to quit if she hated being there so much. But she told me that she doesn't want to lose them. I didn't know that she was on the verge of getting a promotion, though. Could have fooled me.
That's a little rude, but yeah, it's very like her to want to push through anything that stands in her way. Knowing her, she'll keep doing her best at her job until she physically cannot stand it anymore. But if it comes to that, I'm sure we'll be the first to know. She just texted me saying that she plans to take this up with HR if they do go way too far. Promotion be damned. So I think she'll be all right. She's strong.
I hope so too. Anyways, I was sneaking you these texts from under my desk, so I need to be getting back to work before my boss sees me. See you.
Yep. See you later tonight.
Man, I'm so sorry about last night. The roads were absolutely jam-packed. It was like I was in a sea of angry red lights for ever. Tell Diana not to stay over at your place so late next time. Even if I got out of work early for my standards, it's really tough on me to be driving.
Yes, well, I was worried about that. But it's no problem at all. Diana wasn't in any rush to be home anyway, and I was fully prepared to let her stay over if you couldn't pick her up. How is she, by the way? I think she had way too much to drink last night, so she must be exhausted. I hope she was at least able to wake up this morning.
Nah, she's totally fine. She did wake up this morning complaining about a nasty hangover, but she took an aspirin and left for work like usual.
Oh, that's a relief. Sounds like she's all good.
I'm gonna guess you guys talked a lot about the mean girls and the wedding preparations, but did she talk about anything else? Like me or our marriage? Anything like that?
Not really. But you did kind of tell me she's been having a few things on her mind recently, right? What's been going on?
Let me just say first that she's terrible at hiding her true feelings. She wears her heart on her sleeve, and it's very obvious when she's concerned or worried about stuff. I can just tell from how she behaves. She always wants to go back to your place when she has a lot to think about. You're the number one person that she seeks out when she needs to confide in someone about something that's got her upset. But then that means she doesn't wind up telling me much. It hurts a little, you know? I'm supposed to be her husband, so she should trust me.
I see. Do you have any other ideas why she might be so worried outside of her work and wedding preparations? Has she been acting weird? Or does she just seem tired? Because it seems she hasn't been sleeping that well at all lately.
Well, we've argued a few times recently, but they at least weren't big arguments or anything.
You sure?
Of course I'm sure. It was just a here and there kind of thing. Nothing world-ending. We haven't broken out the divorce papers just yet. You know how stubborn Diana can be, right? Sometimes we butt heads. Fighting's normal in every relationship.
I mean, some conflict's normal, but not straight up fighting. Still, I suppose this is a matter between husband and wife, and an outsider like me has no business butting in and giving any unwarranted opinions. I don't know everything about you two, but I just hope you guys are on good terms. My grandma always said to never go to sleep before you've resolved an argument.
I am grateful to have such an understanding sister-in-law. It helps to get advice from you. Who better to ask other than Diana's big sister, you know?
No problem. It sucks that the only thing I can really do for you two is lend you both an ear. But it's better to do what I can instead of doing nothing at all.
Oh, no, you really do help us both immensely. Diana's always bragging about how proud she is to have an older sister like you.
Aw, shucks.
She praises you every chance she gets. It's obvious that even though you're family, she really respects you.
Aw, but I really don't do anything special. I just want to always support her as best as I can.
You know, I'm curious about one thing. One of the things she brags about is that you have a good job, but when I asked her about it once, she admitted she doesn't actually know exactly what it is that you do. She just said that you earn a lot. May I know what you do for a living then? I'm just curious as to what your mysterious job is.
It's nothing special, and I wasn't particularly hiding it. I'm just a freelance systems engineer. I'm not sure if I'd say I earn a lot or not, but it is a great job. It's perfect for me, and I love it.
Wait, what? Seriously? But you're home literally all the time. I was half expecting you to say you're actually unemployed, and your sister just thinks that highly of you anyway.
Nope. I have a real job that I get paid with real money to do. I mean, you're right that I'm always home. It's because my job actually allows me to work from home. But I guess you wouldn't know that without asking me. So I understand why you thought I was jobless. From the outside, that's probably what it looks like.
Yep, it definitely looked like that to me.
Right. But yeah, working from home is so nice. My schedule's flexible, so if I need to go out for a walk, I can do that anytime. And I can do everything from the comfort of my own house.
Cool.
I am sorry for not telling you guys about my job. Like I mentioned, it wasn't like I was intentionally hiding it. I didn't realize I hadn't told Diana, so I feel bad about that.
Well, I'll explain it to her later. It's all good. Honestly, if we really wanted to know, we should have asked you about it sooner from our end. But you know, I guess I just didn't know if it was okay to ask you this question. I thought maybe it would be too embarrassing if you had to tell me that you were actually a jobless bum.
And I'm not, so that's that. Anyway, enough about me. Let's talk more about Diana because, gosh, you telling me all that has gotten me really worried. I wish she had just let everything out to me yesterday instead of bottling it all in. I really hope she's okay.
I'm sure she's fine. Don't worry about it too much. And like you said earlier, this isn't something for outsiders to be butting into. It's our problem, so we'll figure things out together as a couple. Thanks, though.
Yep, sure thing. Seriously, though, just let me know if there is anything I can do to help you guys out. Feel free to message me anytime, too. Since I work from home, I don't get a boss snooping over my shoulder every chance he gets.
Cool, I appreciate it. That means a lot to us. Oh, yeah, by the way, your dad invited us for dinner next week. So I guess that means we'll see you then?
Nice. Sounds like a plan. I look forward to seeing you two. And I hope you both will resolve some of the issues you have by then.
I'll certainly try. Anyway, see you next weekend. Have a great day. Hey, Alina, is Diana awake over there? It's noon already.
Good morning, Alex. Nope, sorry. She's still fast asleep in her bed. She was dead tired last night, so I get the feeling she won't be up anytime soon.
I knew it. She drank a lot again last night, huh? Figures that she wouldn't be able to wake up early today. I was expecting it. Although she has been drinking a lot lately. Anyway, I'll be picking her up tonight after work. I'll probably be a bit late again, but I'll message you when I'm on the way. Let's hope I don't run into another traffic jam.
Oh, that's okay, actually. Diana said she'd be sleeping over tonight again, so...
Huh? That's news to me. She never told me that. I don't get it. We live really close to each other, so why does she have to sleep over with you guys? Does she not like me? Do you have any ideas? Did she tell you anything?
I heard from my mom that they're going to be going somewhere tomorrow.
So?
And they'll be going pretty early in the morning, so I'm gonna guess that's why she's sleeping over. That way she can get ready immediately and just head out instead of waiting for Diana to come over.
What? Then what am I gonna do for food then? She didn't cook anything for me to eat tomorrow, and I need her to pack my lunch too. Who's gonna do that for me?
Oh? Does Diana cook for you every day?
Yeah, of course. She cooks all the time. She comes home from work earlier than I do, and she likes to cook. Thank God for that, because I hate cooking and I love coming home to food.
I see. Well, can you try to handle your meals just for tomorrow then? That shouldn't be too much trouble for you, right?
No way. I've never lived alone a day in my life. I was always living with my family, and then I moved in straight with Diana, so I can't do any housework. Diana does everything for me, and I don't have to lift a finger around here.
Uh-huh. Well, it is true that Diana's like the dream housewife. She's excellent at taking care of the household chores, especially cooking. I love the food she makes too, so I understand why you'd be bummed about not being able to have it tomorrow.
Yep, her cooking skills are amazing. She packs my lunch for me every day, so I get to save money and have tastier food than anything I could have bought at work. She cleans the house every day too. Overall, she's way better at doing anything than my mom.
Yeah, I recall that she used to clean my room for me too. She really loves cleaning. Honestly, she's borderline a clean freak. She was always vacuuming around me and taking my laundry basket to the laundry room while I was busy working.
What? She used to clean your room too? Are you also the type that can't do any housework? I'm gonna guess that your room is an absolute wreck then.
Well, it's not sparkling clean the way it was when my sister was around. I don't really like to do housework, so I tend to procrastinate doing my chores. Besides, I live with my parents, so my mom does most of the chores anyway. Also, I'm working, so I don't always have the time, and my parents are understanding of that.
Oh my god. Isn't that just so sad and pathetic? I mean, you're a woman. Women should all know how to do household chores. That's all they're good for. I mean, that's pretty much one of the most important things that guys look for in a woman. No wonder you're still unmarried. What kind of a guy would want a wife who won't do the chores?
Really? You know, these days both husbands and wives divide the household chores about equally between them. Guys are plenty capable of doing the household chores, and finding a woman who's adept at them isn't a deal breaker for many people the way it used to be.
No way, housework is for women only. Men shouldn't have to do anything. I mean, one of the top main reasons I bothered marrying Diana is because she's willing to do all the housework.
Huh? Are you for real?
Oh, and she's a great chef. There's that too.
No, that doesn't count as another reason. You're telling me that the only reason you married her is just because she's good at the household chores. That's it. But there's just no way. There's no way that can be your main reason for marrying her.
But it is. Oops, don't tell Diana I said this, by the way. She might get mad at me, and I don't want to hear her nagging at me. Women should just shut up and listen to the men in the house.
Okay, sure. I'll keep it a secret then. So, tell me more.
Besides being able to do all the housework, Diana almost never gets mad at me. She just accepts almost anything I say and does what I tell her to do because she knows I'm always right. Save for a few moments of stubbornness, she's the absolute perfect wife. And she'll always be a good wife because she almost never goes against me. I'm so lucky that I got to have her before anyone else.
Excuse me? This is all sounding like you married Diana for only your own benefit. But that's so weird. I thought you guys were deeply in love with each other. That's why I thought you guys got married so soon. Was that all just a lie?
I guess you're kind of right. I was deeply in love with how she takes on all the household chores and doesn't talk back to me. Besides, in a way, aren't all marriages for one's own benefit? I'm sure even Diana's the same. She married me for money. And marrying someone for love is actually a pretty recent phenomenon. People used to marry for all kinds of reasons in the past, like political gain. They might have even called you crazy if you did marry for love.
But we're not living in the past. We're living in the present, where it's the norm to marry who you truly love. It's encouraged, right? In our times, marriage is when two people are so in love with each other that they want to be together for the rest of their lives, right? So what you're saying makes no sense. Not only that, but I know Diana. She'd never marry just for money. She married you because she loved you.
Oh, whatever. To me, all a wife needs to do is listen to whatever I say. She doesn't need to do anything else. And guess what Diana does? She listens to me all the time, so she's the perfect wife to me. But the moment she starts acting out of line is when I'll start putting out the divorce papers. Anyways, we're having our wedding ceremony soon, although we've long registered our marriage beforehand, so the deal's already been sealed. I don't really care what you have to say about the subject, so just back off. Also, you better not tell Diana anything about what we've been talking about. It'll just stir up more trouble, and it'll be a pain in the butt to deal with. I just want the wedding ceremony to be over with so that we can continue with our daily lives, and she'll be able to stop worrying about anything but what she's cooking me for dinner. Again, as you promised earlier, you better keep your mouth shut, got it? Or else you'll be sorry.
What do you mean a pain? How can you say that? Diana is your wife. You're supposed to be considerate of her, yet you're talking about her like this? She's the perfect wife to you, right? So you need to get your act together and be the perfect husband to her, too.
Blah, 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 whatever. Ugh, I hate it when women nag at me. They should all just shut up and behave. Bye.
Hey, wait! I'm not done talking here.
Wow, it is so weird that you're still here, Lena. I thought that you'd already left. Were you not humiliated enough? Should I have taught you another lesson, or are you just being defiant?
You did all of this, didn't you? Not only did you deliberately not reserve me a seat at any of the tables you had set up, but you dumped a bucket of water over my head and ruined my entire outfit. It took ages for me to put this makeup on and style my hair, and it's all messed up now. How could you? I'm Diana's family member, so how could you do something so rude to me? You're absolutely horrible.
Yep, you got that right. It was me. But you're wrong about one thing. What I did wasn't horrible of me, nor was it rude. Besides, do you know what's really rude here? It's thinking a pathetic woman like you can be a jobless freeloader at home and expect a plate of hot food to be waiting for you at our wedding reception. Someone like you deserves a bucket of water or two over her head.
But I'm not jobless.
Oh, get real. All you do is chill at home and do nothing. So you don't deserve any of our food, nor do you deserve to even be here. You're in the presence of dozens of other people, all who actually have real jobs, and a freeloader like you just sticks out like a sore thumb.
I thought I've already explained everything to you a few weeks ago. I do have a job. Weren't you paying attention? Or did you not understand? I know not many people know what my job entails, so I'd be perfectly fine with explaining.
Yeah, right, you're a big fat liar, and you're not gonna fool me with a stupid lie like that. I had even asked Diana about your job, and she said she's not sure what you do. Isn't that so weird? I mean, you're her sister, so how could she not know what you're doing for a living? I mean, with how close you are, it's just not plausible. So the moment you told me about your remote work from home job, I knew right away that you were lying to us.
Okay, no, I did not lie. Diana just doesn't know what a systems engineer is and what we do. That's all. But who cares about whether or not I'm jobless? What you did to me earlier was completely uncalled for. Don't you think that what you did was wrong of you? It shouldn't be right. I've never asked you for money or anything. So why should it matter even if I had been jobless? It doesn't affect you.
You're really asking me such a stupid question? Of course I was fully in the right. All that food is expensive, you know? I wouldn't be letting a homeless person eat any of it. So why is a jobless person any different? Neither of you are earning anything, so neither of you should get to partake in it. Just starve. You don't deserve anything from us.
Okay, I don't care if you think I'm lying to you or that I'm jobless. It's up to you whether or not you want to believe me.
And I don't.
Thanks for your input, genius. But none of that changes the fact that I'm still Diana's sister. And it's her wedding today. So how dare you exclude me and treat me this way?
Oh, shut up. I know what I'm doing. And as I said earlier, I've done the right thing. A jobless, freeloading woman like you who can't even do any of the household chores doesn't deserve to eat. I am not letting parasites eat our food.
Then what do you want me to do then? You seem hell-bent on not believing me no matter what I say, so what do you even want from me?
I need to cut ties with you, Diana, at once. I need you to cut ties with Diana at once. I need you to never speak with her ever again and to never treat her as if you have the right to call her your younger sister.
Excuse me? What did you just say to me?
Oh, you're jobless and uneducated? Clearly, you don't know how to read. I'm telling you to cut off your relationship with her. You know, the moment that I found out you were jobless, I became deeply embarrassed of our connection to you. I mean, we have a freeloading parasite in our family. That's totally embarrassing. I don't want to be associated with someone like you. So that's why I don't want you to be part of our family at all anymore.
Are you being serious here?
Dead serious. I want you to get lost.
No, you must be joking. Do you even understand what you're even saying? Diana and I are sisters. We're related by blood. That can't be severed so easily, especially not for something like this.
Not for long, you aren't. I'm not playing games here. I want you to get out of here. I don't want you here on our happy day, and you don't deserve to have even stepped foot on this wedding venue. You've already sullied it enough, so get going. I don't want to see you here anymore, and neither does anyone else.
Okay, fine. You want to be this way? Cool. With a garbage human being like you as the groom here? I've lost the desire to attend this wedding anyway, so I'll do what you say. But I will make sure to take back every cent of that $15,000 I gave you guys as a wedding gift. Because someone like you doesn't deserve my money.
Wait, what? You didn't accidentally type in a few too many zeros in there?
Nope.
But wait, hold on. How can you have so much when you don't even have a job? No, you won't get me that easily. I know you're lying again.
Well, you're wrong there, bucko. You see, I've been waiting for the day that I get to see my baby sister get married. So I have prepared a huge amount of money as a gift specifically so that I could celebrate her special day with all the enthusiasm I could muster. But it's too bad. You know? Like you said, a jobless woman like me shouldn't be here anyway, right? So I'll leave right now and take back my little wedding gift for you guys. So go on and have an amazing wedding without me.
Wait, hold on. Lena! Hey, what is going on here? I don't understand. Everyone seemed like they were excited and having fun up until now, but they're all leaving all of a sudden. Even Diana said that she's going too.
Wow, that's so horrible. Who could have imagined that even your wife wouldn't want to participate in your wonderful wedding?
Oh, don't be playing dumb here. What is it? Spit it out right now. Tell me, what did you say to everyone to make them leave like this? What did you do to them? Because I know you did something. And because of what you've done, you're ruining the single most important day of my life. How could you?
Oh, I see. So that means you're all alone now? Congrats! You get to be the star of the show now by default. So how does it feel? Is it fun to have the spotlight all to yourself? Even though there's no one watching you anymore?
Oh, stop fooling around and just answer me, goddammit. What is happening? You'd better explain it all to me.
You're asking me to explain the situation to you? Can't you tell just by looking around you? Everyone obviously left because they didn't want to be there anymore. Duh. You called me uneducated, but you're not that bright yourself. Also, I have a college degree, so that insult of yours is moot.
I don't get what you're saying. There's no way they're leaving just because they suddenly didn't want to be here anymore. That's not how it works. Clearly, they're leaving because something happened to make them want to leave. And I know you had everything to do with that. You're the only person I told to leave, so by that logic, you're the only person who should have left. So why is literally everyone leaving? Why did you have to involve them all just because you're bitter about the fact that I kicked you out? They're all here to attend my wedding. There's no way they'd just leave just because.
What are you talking about? I haven't done anything here. You told me to leave? Fine. And so I left. That's all. What do you mean, everyone? I didn't say anything to them. So I suppose something must have come over them to make them decide that they no longer wanted to celebrate your special day together. Oh yeah, my parents told me that they're going to be leaving too. They'll be bringing Diana along with them.
What? No, stop beating around the bush. I know you know more than you're letting on. So you would better tell me what is going on. Why is my own bride leaving our wedding? She can't be doing that. It's supposed to be our day. Tell your parents to make her stay here. I need to talk to her right now.
It's funny that you think you have the time to be messaging me so casually like this. I mean, aren't you busy with having that lonely wedding of yours all by yourself? It's a shame all the guests have left. But oh well, nothing we can do. The show must go on, even without a bride.
Oh my god, I know you're laughing, aren't you? You're sitting there with that ugly grin that I know that you have, and you're laughing at the misery you're putting me through. You know who's not laughing? I'm not, because this isn't funny at all. Do you understand just how pissed off I am? Do you understand my rage?
What do you mean? I'm laughing because it is funny.
No, like hell it is.
I mean, I can't help it. Just the mental image of a little guy in a tuxedo like you just standing in the middle of a completely empty wedding venue. It makes me laugh, especially since it's all still decorated perfectly with all the tables set out for the guests. Feels awkward now that a real wedding isn't going to be happening, right? Honestly, it does make me feel a little sorry for you. Only a little bit, though.
Oh, you are driving me so crazy right now. Diana is gone. Don't you understand what you've done? She's gone all because of you.
Stop blaming me for everything. Diana said she wanted to leave, so she is. I didn't tell her to. She decided that of her own volition. She said she wanted to come back home, so my parents are complying. Are you unable to read or comprehend basic English? Also, you should know that Diana wanted to leave not because of me, but because of you. She didn't want this wedding after all.
What are you trying to blame me for? I'm the one suffering here. How dare you say she's leaving because she doesn't want to be with me? I'm her husband and I didn't do anything to hurt her. Right? I'm right, aren't I? So that only leaves one person to blame here, and that is you. Now stop deflecting and own up to it already.
Oh, really now? You haven't done anything? Who was the jobless freeloader around here? Because I think you were mistaken. And who footed the bill for most of the cost of your wedding ceremony, huh? Tell me.
What is with you? Your parents did. What does it matter to you? And yeah, you're the jobless freeloader here. So what? You couldn't even hope to afford paying our wedding costs. It was expensive. We wouldn't have been able to afford it without your parents.
So you really don't know anything at all, huh?
Are you trying to say that I'm wrong here?
Yep, you're wrong because I'm the one who paid for most of the wedding fees. You honestly had no idea? I guess you should have double-checked your facts before you kicked me out, huh?
Do you really think that I'm that stupid? That is impossible. I know you're lying to me again.
Haha, you wish. But it's 100% true. When I found out Diana would be having a wedding, I told my parents I wanted to be the one who would pay for most of the wedding costs. They were more than happy to accept my offer, and so I did as I said.
What? When did this even happen? You guys went and decided this for yourselves without my input? Well, this is news to me. Also, what happened to you being jobless? There's no way you could even begin to afford covering anyone's wedding. Like, you sure didn't just chip in a measly $15 or something? I bet you're just over-exaggerating things to make yourself look better than you actually are.
Okay, first of all, you keep insisting I'm jobless when I've never confirmed that. If anything, I'm constantly rejecting it. But you keep treating me terribly under the pretense of a number of false assumptions.
They're not false.
Yes, they are. Unequivocally. And I'm so sick and tired of hearing you call me that.
But I thought that you really were. You can't blame me for that.
Yes, I can. Anyway, whatever, moving on. But Diana's my one and only baby sister. She's the only sibling I have, and so she means a lot to me. My mom always told us that once they're gone, Diana and I would only have each other to rely on, and that we needed to be there for one another. Because of Diana, I've worked hard and achieved many things I could have never imagined if I had never had a sister like her in my life. So, Diana's happiness is my happiness too. I love her half to death, and she knows I'd do anything for her. So when she told me she was getting married, of course I was unbelievably happy for her from the bottom of my heart. At that time, you were just about to register your marriage together, but had no proper plans for an actual wedding ceremony yet. You two were way too busy with your jobs, and the wedding ceremony fees would take a decent chunk out of your salaries, which you couldn't afford at the time. But it wasn't like she didn't want a wedding eventually, and I wanted her to have the most beautiful and spectacular wedding, so I decided to support her financially. I thought she had chosen an amazing person as her husband, but... I feel so bad for her. As her sister, I think I can say with the utmost confidence that marrying you was the biggest mistake in her entire life. Girl, what were you thinking?
You're kind of grossing me out here. Even if you love your sister, I think you're going too far there. You are way too obsessed with Diana, and it's giving me the creeps.
I'm sorry that you don't have any siblings to love and that you'll never understand where I'm coming from. Not everyone lives a life with their siblings where they're constantly at each other's throats. And just because we don't doesn't mean you get to make weird assumptions.
If that's how siblings act, then I'm glad that I'm an only child.
As I said, Diana means a lot to me. I got picked on a lot back in high school. So much so that I dreaded going at all, knowing that someone would dump my textbooks in the school's water fountain or spread rumors about me behind my back. I didn't want to go anymore, and so I just stopped. I stayed at home. My grades were dropping. My school sent an attendance letter to my parents saying I was missing too many days of school.
God, who asked you for your tragic backstory? Stop typing.
Diana was the one who was always there to support me. She'd help tutor me to catch me up on my homework, and she'd walk to and from school with me so that I wouldn't be vulnerable on my way home. Thanks to her, I didn't completely flunk out of high school. I saved most of my grades, graduated, and those girls eventually left me alone.
You're crazy if you think I'm going to read all of this.
Every day since I've graduated high school, I reminded myself over and over again about how much she's done for me and how she saved me. It was thanks to her helping me survive high school that I could move on and go to college. I've always told myself that I needed to repay her for what she's done for me. And so, in secret, I opened a savings account just for her future wedding funds. I guess to anyone who doesn't know what it's like to have a good relationship with your sister, it might look gross. It might seem like I'm obsessed. But I love her as a family member, and you should understand how deep my affection for her goes. That means I won't allow a steaming pile of human garbage like you to keep hurting her anymore.
Whatever. I only skimmed over what you were typing to me, but it's hardly worth me giving it an honest glance because everything's just a big fat lie anyway. I won't believe a word of what you say ever, you freak with a sister complex.
Let's see. Did Diana ever confide in you about the wedding costs? She had told my parents about it, and because they were so nice, they offered to pay for half of it. Maybe saying I paid for most of the wedding costs was a bit overzealous on my part. I don't want to discredit my parents' contributions. But I 100% for a fact covered half of the cost of your wedding, and I would have gladly paid more if my parents hadn't been able to afford it. I did try and insist that I should pay for it all, but they didn't leave me any room to argue. Still, I felt bad. That's why I decided to give you two $15,000 as a wedding gift, since that was part of what was left over in the savings account I made for Diana.
That is impossible. You're jobless. You're not supposed to have any money at all. You say you paid only half of the costs, but that's still really expensive for someone who's completely unemployed. Even people who do have jobs would have trouble paying that much. That's why we had to rely on our parents.
Oh my God! My eyes are going to roll out of their sockets if you don't quit telling me the exact same thing over and over again. I am not jobless. Over the course of the entire time you've known me, I have not been jobless at any point. You're seriously pissing me off right now. Do you understand? Are you stupid?
Did you just call me stupid? How dare you talk to me like that? I am Diana's husband. I'm your brother-in-law.
And I'm your sister-in-law. So?
You're supposed to treat me with respect. So what gives you the right to be treating me like that?
And what makes you think that you deserve to be given any special treatment? Diana may be your wife at the moment, but ultimately I'm her sister. I'm the one who's related to her by blood here. So I think I have every right to be speaking with you the way I do. I need to teach you a lesson because how dare you hurt my baby sister? But don't worry, Diana will be leaving you soon enough. That means you won't be a part of our family anymore, and you'll be gone and out of our lives forever, which, woo, what a relief. Thank God that's soon enough. I won't have to deal with you ever again.
What did you just say to me?
Ugh, you really are exactly as Diana had said. I should have paid attention to the things she told me more carefully. And if I had known that this was your true nature, I would have told her to leave your sorry butt ASAP without looking back.
And what exactly did she say about me?
She told me that you're always talking trash about women and that you're always looking down on her. She said that you think you're always right and that's why you think you can order other people around. And she even asked me if I thought it was a good idea for her to marry you.
Huh? When has she ever said any of that? It sounds like she's had problems with me, but she's never come to me about any of that before. We're a happily married couple. Where's the communication in this relationship, huh?
Have you even been listening to yourself up until now?
What the hell are you talking about?
You said so yourself that you didn't want a wife who doesn't listen to you. You don't want a woman who'd talk back. So even though she tried to confide in you about these things on several occasions, you've never once listened to her. You brush her off and laugh or call her stupid. So eventually, she just gave up altogether. And considering how far you two were in the relationship already, having already registered your marriage legally, she didn't want to break things off over such small matters like those. Although apparently, it was actually a huge deal to her. It really bothered her that you weren't willing to hear her out, so she preferred to come to me instead.
God, that stupid woman. Did you know I'm not the one who proposed to her? She was the one who said she wanted to marry me. She said that she was so in love with me that she couldn't possibly fathom the idea of living a life without me. That is how much she loved me. So you really expect me to believe you at face value? I know her. I've lived with her, dated her, spent time with her. I know she wouldn't be acting that way about our relationship.
It is true that she did want to marry you. The thought came to her mind pretty early on in your relationship together. When you two first started dating, you were sweet and kind. What happened?
Nothing happened. I'm still the same as ever.
Then I guess that just means you've just been showing your true colors and you were hiding your true nature to her in the beginning. Because from her perspective, it seemed like as more time passed by, the more you started to change completely. And for the worse. But after dating you for so long, she didn't want all that time she spent with you to go down the drain. So she went ahead and had you two legally seal the deal. She thought that if you two had made your marriage official, you'd become a better person again, like how you used to be. But instead, you only got worse and worse. I've also told her about our conversations together, so she knows all about how poorly you love treating me. And really, that seems like it was the final straw. Because she can't accept having a husband that'd dare treat her sister so terribly. You're beyond disrespectful. You're so rude, they haven't even invented a name to describe just how horrible you are. So yeah, because of all this, she's decided that she'll be calling off the wedding and will be rethinking your marriage. She's honestly regretting trying to go through it at all. She said she should have thought it through some more before she gave the green light.
Wait, what? Oh, hold on, forget the wedding, but are you saying that she wants to get a divorce?
That very well could be the case.
No, I will not accept that.
Well, start learning how to, because I don't think there's any way you guys can stay together. I mean, I don't think she can tolerate you anymore. She told me she doesn't want to see you anymore, and she has no feelings for you whatsoever anymore. On top of that, you treat me, her own sister, extremely horribly. Put that all together, and you get an irredeemable human being of a man who has no business trying to play the role of a husband.
You're just trying to get under my skin.
Plus, divorce is pretty common nowadays. Even some of my friends are divorcees, and they're doing just fine. And since you guys are getting divorced, you should know deep within your own heart who's the one really at fault here. And that's you. You're going to be the sole cause for your divorce.
You are driving me literally crazy here. I don't care what you think. No matter what you say, I will never allow for a divorce. I want to talk to Diana right now. So bring her back ASAP.
Why? It's pointless anyway, isn't it? I mean, even if you insist on not getting a divorce, Diana doesn't love you anymore. And if that's the case, then what's the point of being together then? By the way, she's 100% intent on getting that divorce one way or another, even if that means having to take you to court to do it. So yeah, just give up. Come on! This single life wasn't half bad, right? You'll get to enjoy it again.
Haven't I told you that I've never lived on my own before? That doesn't make me happy at all.
And like I've said before, divorce is just super common these days. Just go back to mooching off your mommy again and making her do all the household chores like you used to.
You know what? Go ahead, keep talking. You can say whatever you want because I'm not gonna listen to you no matter what. I won't agree with the divorce. I'll never accept it. So you better get Diana to come back here and talk to me. We have to.
Dude, don't you understand the position you're in right now? Frankly, you're not within your rights to be bossing me around and telling me what to do. And no one's on your side either. Everyone is furious with you. Don't you realize that?
Huh? I don't get it. What do you mean everyone's mad at me? Isn't Diana the only person who's having a problem with me right now? What's everyone else coming into the picture for? I didn't do anything to any of them.
Wow. Okay, so let me explain it to you in a very simple way so that even a stupid man like you can understand. You found yourself all alone at your own wedding venue, right? That means everyone, including Diana, left. Hence why you're the only person there right now. It doesn't seem like she's coming back to the venue either. And your parents are on their way to our place. They said they want to apologize on your behalf for all the things you've done to us. So now do you understand what's happening? Well, how about it? Do you finally understand the position you're in right now? Can you guess why everyone might be mad at you?
Huh? No, I don't get it. Just shut up and come back here and make sure to bring Diana, or else you'll be sorry. No more joking around or treating me like I'm done.
Oh my God, no way! I can't believe you still don't get it! You might as well go back to school. Regardless of whether or not you fully understand it yet, you're in no position to be telling me what to do. So I won't be listening to you no matter how much you cry and beg to me. I won't show you any mercy. A useless, rude, and disrespectful guy like you doesn't deserve to be anywhere within 10 feet of my baby sister. She deserves much better than the likes of you. And I will never forgive you for treating her like your housemaid when she married you for love. And if you insist on trying to get close to her against our wishes, we'll file a restraining order if we need to. So yeah, I will not be bringing Diana back to you. And you'll never convince her to get back with you either. Your divorce is set in stone, and there's nothing you can do about it.
It's not set in stone. I can still change it.
Dream on.
Okay, alright, fine. I'll apologize then. That's what you want, right? I'm sorry for how I've been behaving up until now. There, is that good enough for you? Are you happy now? So just accept my apology and bring her back here.
I don't need your apology, nor do I plan to accept it. You're not really apologizing if you're expecting to be forgiven by default. Whether or not you get forgiven is dependent on how the person you're apologizing to feels. And frankly, neither of us feel the need to accept your apology. We know it's not coming from a genuine place, and it doesn't even begin to make up for what you've done. Anyway, I guess both of our parents will be discussing what'll be happening next. So it's up to them now.
Hold on. Oh, wait, please. I didn't mean to cause this drama. I understand now. I totally get that you're not just a jobless, freeloading piece of scum who's leeching off of your parents. You do have a good job and a high enough income that you could afford to cover half of the wedding costs. And now that I understand that, I'm grateful.
As if.
No, really. Here, let me ask the staff to serve up some food for you. You'll be able to eat the same things as all the other guests. That's what you've wanted all along, right? You've just wanted to be included. So let's forget about all of this. We should be all good now. I'll even buy you a new outfit and ask my stylist to redo your makeup and hair.
All good? I don't think so. How easy do you think I am? You think that this matter can be settled just by serving that food to me and fixing my wedding attire?
I mean, what else do you want?
Well, just know that I'm not that easy to please. And it's not that easy to get forgiveness out of me either.
Oh, come on, I apologized already. It was all a misunderstanding, like I said. Now I truly understand that you do have a career. So it's all good. You wanted me to understand. You wanted to be included. You hated that I ruined your outfit, so you wanted that to be fixed. I'm gonna fix all of it, so it should all be good. And what about your baby sister? She's precious to you, right? You'd do anything for her. So don't you want her to be happy? Or was that whole spiel just an act? What, do you enjoy destroying your sister's happiness like this? I don't think Diana wants to see us bickering like this. Our parents would be upset too to see it. They'd all tell you to stop being so stubborn and accept the apology already.
No, that wasn't an act. I truly and deeply, from the bottom of my heart, wish for my sister's happiness. I will bend over backwards to make her happy because she deserves to be the happiest girl in the whole wide world. And that's exactly why I can't let her stay with you. By being with you, she's miserable all the time. So I will never forgive you. And I need you to stay far, far away from her from now on. She's far too good for you.
Oh, shut up. You're so stubborn, just like your sister. Whatever, just tell me, what should I do? What can I do to satisfy the two of you? I can't think of anything, so throw me a bone here.
Are you insulting me or begging me? Congratulations! By lashing out at me, now you've gone and made me even more mad. You've been extremely ignorant and rude this entire conversation, and I don't like the way you talk to me.
Oh, wait, sorry. I really mean it. I'm very sorry, Lena.
Aw, you're apologizing again. That's cute. Because it's way too late. I gave you plenty of chances to apologize to me, but you never cleaned up your act. And Diana gave you so many chances to change your ways, and you never did. So yeah, you're through. So stop apologizing to me because it's getting extremely annoying. Oh, by the way, your parents actually called and told me that they're super sorry about your behavior and that they'll be sure to pay back every cent of the wedding costs. From your salary. I'm telling you now so you don't find it to be a nasty surprise later on.
What the? Why from my salary? Those wedding costs should have nothing to do with me. Your parents said they would pay for it, so why are they suddenly making me owe money? That is dirty.
Oh my god, you're such a stingy, depraved bastard. Of course they should have you pay everything back because the reason the wedding was a bust is because of your behaviors. Of course you should be the one to bear the consequences. I feel bad for your parents. I'm sure they worked hard to raise you, yet you turned out like this. Where did it all go wrong? So yeah, and Diana will definitely be divorcing you soon. It's already been confirmed. There's no backing down from the divorce. We'll get you to sign those papers one way or another, so prepare yourself. And of course, I won't let you see Diana anymore.
Hey, yo, wait. Oh, hold on. Don't ignore me.
Excuse me? How dare you talk to me like that? Yo? Really? Don't you know any manners? We're not on such casual speaking terms.
Lena, please, just wait.
I've waited enough. Diana's also waited for far too long.
Please, calm down and let's talk all of this through, okay?
No.
Please, I don't want to get a divorce. I need Diana. I can't survive without her.
Man, poor Diana. She spent so much time with me because she couldn't handle being around you all the time. You were draining the life out of her like a leech. Frankly, her married life with you sucked. So why should she be expected to go back to you when that's how she'd continue to live? You say you need her, but really, you just need her to do your housework because you're misogynistic. You don't need Diana. You need a maid. Why do I have to explain to you so many times about how terrible you are? Don't you get it already? Just give up and leave Diana alone already.
But please, just wait. I'm truly sorry, and as we speak, I'm reflecting on what I've done. It's true that I wasn't nice to Diana. I see that now. But I'll change for the better. She's the perfect wife to me, so it's only fair that I act as the perfect husband to her. And I promise that from now on, I won't treat Diana like a maid. I didn't know that she felt that way in the first place. She should have told me she felt that way.
As I said earlier, it's too little, too late. You should have realized your mistakes and shortcomings sooner. Then maybe you guys could have stayed married.
No, we can still make things work out.
Alex, did you ever realize that Diana was your wife? Why did you never treat her like one? From my perspective, you never actually saw her as your wife. You saw her as a stand-in mother. But she's not your mom.
Yeah, of course I know that. That's why I married her. She's perfect wife material, and I'll continue to cherish her as my wife.
Well, you said that you chose to marry Diana because she's great at doing the household chores. Remember?
Oh.
That sounded like you treated her like your mom. Or a maid.
That's not what I wanted to do.
Let me ask you this then, Alex. What did you ever do for Diana as her husband? Did you help her with any of the housework? Have you ever made her dinner? Diana did everything for you. Cooking, laundry, dishes, and cleaning. And she did that on top of a full-time job. That's right. You're both working full-time jobs, yet she's disproportionately taking on most of the work here? How's that fair?
Well, I mean, yeah, she did everything for me. But I don't have time to do any chores because I always come home late after work. You know that.
Okay, well, I heard that you only have to work overtime like twice a month. Max. That's nothing. And you don't earn as much money as Diana. So tell me, what is the point of Diana continuing to live with you when there's no love in your relationship anymore? Why should she continue her marriage with you when you don't do anything for her? It doesn't benefit her in any way. You're useless and worthless. She doesn't love you anymore, so again, that means there's no point in you being together.
I believe that men should always be the breadwinner. They should do all the work outside, and women should stay home and do all the housework. My parents followed that tradition. I grew up seeing them like this, so I expected Diana to do the same.
Wow. How can you say that when you don't earn as much as her? It's impossible for you to follow that tradition because you guys can't live on your income alone. So guess what that means? You made her take on both of those jobs instead of splitting the work evenly between you. Don't say you'll support her when you don't even have a good career. Or will you let Diana quit her job and become a full-time housewife?
Admittedly, that would be pretty tough. Plus, Diana loves her job, so I don't think that she'd be willing to leave it.
No, she couldn't leave her job because you don't earn enough. She was worried she might wind up homeless if she didn't work. It's true that she used to like her job, but you remember how her coworkers have been picking on her, right? She told me she'll quit once the divorce is finalized. How pathetic of you. You talk about tradition, but you can't even support your own wife. You don't even know how she feels. Instead, you treated her like your maid. I will never forgive you. Just remember that.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
You don't deserve to be with Diana. She's too good for you. Next time she gets married, I want it to be with someone who deserves her. There are plenty of fish in the sea. I'm sure she'll find someone. So you better sign the divorce papers and leave Diana alone. Oh, and stay away from my family and me, because we all hate your guts.
Please, wait, just hold on. Is there really no room to talk here? Really? Please, I just need to talk with Diana real quick.
Well, you should have been nice to Diana from the beginning. It's too late now, even if you regret your actions. Everything's already over.
No, please. I really want to have our wedding. I really do love Diana, please.
You should know that it is not up to me. It's up to Diana. But as you said a few times, she's quite stubborn, so I don't think she will take back what she said.
No, wait, please, I'm begging you. Lena, as her older sister, would you please tell her to talk to me about this?
I told you already, I don't and won't accept you as her husband. Honestly, I've never really liked you. I knew you were fake from the start. Anyways, have a wonderful wedding without a bride. Take plenty of pictures of that empty venue, too. I have to get going. Your parents are waiting for me, and we need to discuss what we're going to do next. So, yeah. Bye.
Wait, no, come back. Please, please.
Diana went back to their house only once to retrieve all her items, and Alex's parents and I made arrangements that not only would my parents and I be reimbursed for that failure of a wedding, but that Alex would also be paying Diana alimony. Of course, the moment Alex caught word of that, he started to avoid everyone. He refused to sign the divorce papers, and he was always out somewhere whenever we tried to go to his house. Maybe he was staying elsewhere until he thought we'd give up. Eventually, we had to resort to taking a lawyer directly to his workplace. That's when all his bosses and his coworkers learned about the situation and what he's done. He was crying and begging us to not make him sign those papers, but of course, we didn't listen to a word of that nonsense. His parents had also come along with us, and they disowned him on the spot. After he miserably signed those papers and they got accepted by City Hall, I heard that he got demoted several ranks. His higher-ups said they didn't want someone like him to be representing their company and that they were on the verge of letting him go entirely. As a result, he became extremely depressed and his work performance began to tank. Eventually, he was let go, and he had to take up 2 part-time jobs to pay back both his debt to us and his alimony to Diana. As for how Diana's been doing, she immediately quit her job. She told me she had the biggest smile on her face when she did so, slapping that letter of resignation down on her boss's desk and leaving that same day. I'm so proud of how strong she's been to put up with all she did. Now I just want her to rest and be as happy as she can. And fortunately, she has been pretty cheerful, all things considered. And I'd miss her cooking so much. I still am a little miffed by what Alex said to me. He doesn't know that the whole reason I work from home is because I want to be by my parents' side in case something happens to them. But it's fine. Once he pays us back, I plan to block his number. For now, I plan to enjoy my time with Diana, hanging out like the good old days. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. See you next time.